Welcome back to Green Devils, Ireland's newest Manchester United fan channel. You've joined us for the match preview for Fenerbache against Manchester United in the Europa League this Thursday night. So let's get into it. So Man United are back in Europa League action tonight against Fenerbahce away in Turkey, and look, it's going to be a tricky one. We've seen in the past, Turkey is not an easy place to go to. The fans there, they really create a daunting atmosphere to play in front of, and I don't see it being any different. Obviously, it's a Mourinho Fenerbahce team then as well, so they're going to be a difficult team to play against, difficult team to break down. And they have obviously look, they have a couple of players as well that we know. Obviously the obvious two being Fred and Amrabat, who I hope don't come back to haunt us, but you just kind of get the feeling that it's kind of fate that Fred will come back and haunt us in this one tonight. I hope I'm wrong. But that's just an unnerving feeling I have. But yeah, look, I mean, the other players they have as well is obviously Tadic and Saint Maximum, who had a decent spell at Newcastle when he was there. So there's definitely players that we know, players that we don't. But look, it's a Mourinho team. We know how he likes to set up his teams. So I don't see it being too different to what we've seen from Mourinho teams in the past. It's going to be a difficult one to break down, and obviously playing in front of that hostile crowd as well. It's going to be quite tricky. But look, it's another one of these games now. In the next kind of few games, it's a must win for Ten Hag. In order to ease the pressure on his job. But I think with this one, it's of building on what we've seen the weekend. That second half performance against Brentford, it was pretty decent. So now we need to see that consistent performance now, week to week, game to game. Like we know what the players are capable of. So now we need to start seeing that kind of performance every game. Look, you mightn't always get the results depending on the team you're up against, but it's putting in that type of performance and looking like you care, looking like you're trying to win the game, you're trying to do something. In terms of the progress in the Europa League, it's absolutely a must-win game. I mean, we're sitting as a 21st in this new table format, which I still don't understand, to be honest. I don't like this new format at all, but look, it is what it is. We need to start winning games if we want to progress in this competition, which at the moment is looking like our only route to Champions League football next season, unless we turn around our league form drastically over the next few months, which I hope we will. But look, in terms of the lineup prediction, I've gone with obviously Onana on goal. I mean, that's not going to change anytime soon. I think we'll see, obviously, with Mazraoui coming back from his issue just over the international break. I see him coming back into the starting lineup, and I see us going back to that kind of back four we've seen over the past while. Mazraoui at right back, De Ligt. I think Martinez will go back into play centre back alongside De Ligt, and Dalot will go back to left back. Obviously, Johnny Evans hasn't travelled with the squad, whatever the reason that is. I think so. Lindelof really is the only kind of other starting centre back. That's how I see the back four line up. In terms of our midfield, there's not a hell of a lot of options. There's only three midfielders travelled, and that's Casemiro, Ugarte, and Ericsson. And that's how they're the three that you see starting. Casemiro and Ugarte playing in that centre midfield, and I would like to see Xerxes play in the number 10. to see how that dynamic with Highland. I think I've said this a couple of times over the past few weeks. I would like to see Xerxes playing behind Highland, but the type of game that this is going, don't see him trying that just yet. So I can see him starting Ericsson in that 10 role. We'll have Garnacho on the right, Rashford on the left, and Highland up front. And I hope he sticks with Rashford on the left and leaves him there, not switching Garnacho and Rashford, because Rashford is much more potent on the left hand side. We saw in the Brentford game, himself and Garnacho were switching over and back throughout the game. But I think Rashford is much better on that left hand side. Hopefully he stays there. But yeah, look, in terms of score prediction, then I think right now, given how tough it's going to be, I think I'd take a 1-1. I don't see many goals in this one really, because structurally we are better defensively than we have been, and obviously it's a Mourinho team who are going to be tough to break down. So I see it being low scoring, and I'm going to go at 1-1. That's how I see it panning out. I'd love if we got a win. Maybe if we snatched a 1-0. But yeah, I don't see many goals in it, so I think I'll stick with the 1-1 draw. But yeah, look, going to be doing the live watch along tonight if you want to join me. Obviously kick-off is at 8 o'clock, so I'll be going live about 7:45. So yeah, hopefully you'll join me for that one. But yeah, look, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're trying to build a nice community here of Man United fans, so hopefully you can join, get involved in the chat with the watch along later, and yeah, we'll catch you then.